Happy morning, children. Valga valamudan. How you all? Yes. Have you enjoyed your Vinayaka Chaturthi? Yes. Okay, dear. The continuation of the third chapter in history. Okay. The earliest cities about the Harappa. We saw no? Yes. Once again, a civilization developed in India about 4,700 years ago. It is known as Indus Valley Civilization or Harappan Civilization, as it developed on the river Indus, about on the river of Indus. It developed the northwest part of the subcontinent. The Indus Valley Civilization or the Harappan Civilization was a contemporary of three other Bronze Age civilization named Mesopotamian or Sumerian on the banks of the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, Egyptian the Nile River Valley, and the Chinese on the bank of river Huanghe. This and all new thing for you. Okay. So in this Indus Valley civilization flourished on the river Indus. Okay. That is flow northwest part of our India or the subcontinent. Okay, in the previous sessions we discussed about the Harappan, Mohenjo-daro, about their buildings, everything. Okay, where it is extended, the extension of that, where these cities are under the ground, burial cities. Yes, where it is, excavations have revealed that the Harappan civilization was spread over a very wide area. It covered parts of Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the fringes of western Uttar Pradesh. A little bit of Uttar Pradesh that I given in the map. Gujarat and Balochistan, Rajasthan, and some part of Pakistan. A little, it spread like in the Uttar Pradesh also, like fringes. It extended from Jammu in the north to the Narmada estuary in the south, and from the Makran coast of Balochistan in the west, Meerut in the northwest. Okay, children? Yes, where this Harappan civilization and where this Indus Valley civilization extended. It is from Gujarat to Jammu and Kashmir, and here to Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan and Pakistan also. Okay, these things we discussed last sessions. Now, what you going to know? I will explain you. Okay, the great bath, everything we discussed. Okay, today you are going to see the new crafts in the city. Okay, we saw the city house, how they build their houses, drainage systems, everything. Okay, so today you are going to see the new crafts in the cities and the food, how they get their food. These things you are going to see. First, we find evidences of practice of several art and craft forms by the Indus Valley civilizations. If you are seeing the jewels we found, the archaeologists found from the ground, we came to know from that the people of the Indus Valley civilization or the people were fond of jewels. Okay, they were very interested in the jewels and jewelries. Okay, dears, you see, these are the things archaeologists found in the places where they dig. Here, specialist. Who is called specialist? Which person we are saying specialist? A specialist means a person who want to do the work in a skilled way. Okay, skillful way. Okay, in a perfect way. That person are called specialist. Okay, a specialist is a person who is trained to do only one kind of work, that also in a perfect way. Okay, that persons are called as specialist. Why? What the connection between connections here? The specialist in the Indus Valley civilization. What's the connection? Why we mention the specialist word here? Yes, the Indus Valley people were very special, they were very special in so many craft works. Okay, for example, we already saw terracotta toys. Okay, the toys was made in mud. Okay, and pottery. These things and also their houses. That things showing their skill. Yes, no, that things showing their skill. How they were skilled in build the houses. They are building their construction knowledge, everything. And also we saw the terracotta toys. Yes, no? Yes. In what the other ways they were called specialist, cutting stone, polishing beads and carving seals. From these things they were very specialist. Okay, they were very skilled workers. Okay, cutting stones and making the bricks, baked bricks, everything. Polishing beads. Okay, that's you will learn in the next slide. Beads, they used a lot of beads to making ornaments. So polishing beads in stone and other steamite and other materials they used to making beads. And carving seals. Okay, seals we already saw, the trademark, punching mark, or they can use as a coin, money, or the traders used that authorized coin, like that. Seals we saw. So carving seals also they are making in a skilled method. Okay, skillful way. Okay, dears. So do you know who is called a specialist? A specialist is a person who is trained to do only one kind of work, that also in a perfect way. Okay. Yes. Then next, bead making. Okay. Yes. Yes, bead means the neckwear or the beads. Okay, a small beads they are made in the stone and other materials, precious metals also. Listen, bead making was an important craft. People used precious metals and stones like carnelian and steatite. These two metals they used to make the beads. Okay, you observe the neckwear I am giving here. Whether it is a neckwear or a bracelet, we don't know. But see how many different kinds of beads they added in that. It's so many different shapes and different materials also and colors also. Yes or no? Yes, how skilled. This shows their craft knowledge. Okay, how they were very skilled person in craft working. Yes or no? Yes, dears. Bead making was an important craft. People used precious metals and stones like carnelian and steatite to make beautiful beads. Okay. Yes, we saw that how the persons were skilled. Okay. In the bead making and the seal making. Okay. Because this session for you, new crafts in the cities. Okay. So the next craft is what? The next craft is seal carving. Okay. Seal means here the punching mark. Okay. Lot of, see the beautiful art what they present in the seal. Okay. The people used these seals like a coin, money, or the trademarks thing like that. Okay, but this seals they found, archaeologists found lot in the places. The most notable artistic achievements of the people of the Indus Valley civilization was perhaps in the seal engraving, especially those of animals which looked very realistic. Okay, they see the bull and other ox, these how the gulf is present in the pictures. Okay, it's very realistic. Okay, So this also show their skill in the craft work. Okay dears? Yes. Then next, their dress. Okay, we didn't see their dress, but in one stone statue, in one statue we can see how that person wear the dress. Okay, in the dress they showed a fine flower pattern in the dress, and in the way how they worn. Okay, left shoulder. Okay, that also, that we can see nowadays also we can see in more places. Okay, so listen, cotton was probably grown at Mehat, is a place from about 7,000 years ago. Okay, so 7,000 years ago itself they know to grow the cotton. From the cotton they know to make the dresses. Okay, so this 7,000 years itself they are saying. Okay, and people wore, both men and women wore upper and lower garments. Okay, like now the farmer was worn over left shoulder and under the right arm. Yes, till now also we can see in village sides how they worn. So this show they are how they make a skill making dress, and they are designing sense everything. Okay, and from this we came to know that cotton was grown before 7,000 years itself. Okay, yes dears, now you completed the craft, new craft in the cities. What are the new craft? Already we saw the terracotta toys, the toys which was made in the mud. Okay, lot of toys we found in the archaeologists found in the places. Then next we saw the beads making. Okay, in what type of materials, minerals they used to make beads, shapes of the beads, colors, everything. And then seal. Okay, like coin we saw a lot of seals also. Then dress. This shows they are skilled. This shows they were very skilled persons in the crafts. Okay, yes. Then, and they made a lot of statues also in the bronze and other metals. That also showing they were the skilled persons in the art and craft. The next one is in search of raw materials. Okay, I told you now that they made lot of statues in copper, bronze, everything. From that where they get the raw materials, everything you can see in this. Okay, see, they used the river Indus or the Arabian Sea to travel to the other places to bring the raw materials. What is called raw materials? A material is the basic thing to form the another thing or to make the finished products. Okay, whether it is natural or made by the man, that's called raw materials. Okay, here they are saying tin came from Afghanistan. Similarly, gold may have been imported from Afghanistan and Persia. Silver came from Afghanistan and Iran. These things they brought from the distant land. Okay children, we can continue in the next 15 minutes. Till then you please wait.